And this is where I'd like to make the introduction to Jan, because she has such a beautiful story. For the previous 2 hours, she has just overwhelmed our people. And Shelley, will you please tell us how you met Jan and let her share her story?
Jan is amazing. She's a former porn actress that God sent me because I'm tired, to be honest, being the only voice out there for a while. It was very hard to stand there and take all the bashing and lashings, and nobody believed me, and I said, Lord, you've got to send me help. And all of a sudden, he just sent me this beautiful angel, Jan, and God has done a miracle in her, but I'll let her tell you what happened.
Well, I came from a broken home. Like Shelley was saying, a lot of the people who get into porn are from broken homes. My dad was a weekend dad. My mom, even though she loved me very much, was very strict and figure things out on your own, do your own thing, basically. I had no idea what a real relationship was supposed to be, what love from a man was supposed to be. I had no sense of purity in that. And even though I hadn't had sex, around 14, I just started really drinking and hanging out and partying, and I met a guy who I thought really cared about me because he showed me attention, and he just constantly flattered me, and he ended up raping me, taking my virginity that way. And so that just worsened everything in my mind. I was like, okay, I'm gonna do whatever I can to use men like they use me, and use it to my advantage, but I was still being used. I was still being played. And I met my ex-husband at the age of 15, and we were very promiscuous. And I think in the back of my mom's mind, she kind of knew but didn't want to deal with it because she wanted me to just deal with everything on my own. And ended up getting pregnant at 17, had my daughter at 18. My ex-husband didn't want to work, and so I felt like I needed to be the sole support. I was the problem solver. And even though I had been raised in a Christian home and God was in the back of my mind, I needed to do this my own way. And so I started doing topless massage and dominatrix work, and just, he was okay with it. It didn't even cross our minds that it was wrong. I mean, we were providing for my daughter, and then we had a son, and then we had another son, and so he just let me do it. He just basically was my suitcase pimp and said, well, go out there and make money, and I'll stay here. And he didn't even really take care of the kids. And I just felt like this is what I needed to do. I hated myself for it, and I hated who I had become. I didn't even know me, but I knew that I was putting food on the table for my children. And I mean, it went on and off like that for a couple of years. I tried to go back to college, did some courses here and there, and I went to church, but God didn't mean anything to me because of what I was going through, because of who I had become. I felt like nobody was there for me. Nobody understood me. I was just lost. I was hopeless. And in 2006, I had divorced my husband, and I had full custody of my kids, but it was the same situation. We needed money, and I needed to provide, and I wasn't making it. So I decided to do my first adult film at that point. And it was $300.